So we will. I am not ready. I did not put together the Pesach stuff, except just checking to see what Haggadah. Do you know which Haggadah you use? Do
Well,
you use one just for everybody? I can't see so quite, Cindy. It's a little
It's
closer.
called the Concise Family Seder.
Oh, nice. Okay. And you have that one. Okay, great. Maxwell House. And Maxwell
Maxwell
also
House. There's
actually is
other
also
ones.
online. You can access it on online, Maxwell House. I don't
Oh,
know how
really?
many of the other ones you can access online, but Maxwell House you can. Okay. My idea was
One you, is that the one
great.
you?
That's the one I use. Yes, that's the one I use, actually, the Feast of Freedom.
Oh,
That
very
was
nice.
put out by the Rabbinical Assembly a
Right.
number of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we decided, when we were having a Seder with a bunch of people, we decided we wanted everybody to have the same one, and we didn't want to buy a $30 or $40 Haggadah, but we were willing to put a little money into it, so we bought the Feast of Freedom. I do recommend, and this is not really Hebrew, but it's for preparing for Passover, that you buy or have access to additional Haggadot, because I think we've in the 20th and 21st century, we've gotten to the point that we just don't read through the Haggadot. We have to read through it. We try to bring more to the table than just strict reading. And there are Haggadot that have a lot of information and commentary and suggestions and things like that. So I recommend that when we prepare for Passover, we don't just prepare our houses, but we prepare ourselves for the Seder. And I don't know how many people actually have their own or go someplace else. And when you go someplace else, you don't always have the same control as if you're doing it yourself. But usually people are happy to have people contribute. So I do recommend that. What I'm going to do, since we have different Haggadot, and I have some, I thought I had the Maxwell House, but I can't find it. But next week, I'm going to try to do a little bit. But I'm going to ask you, like, I'll put in the first Kiddush. Now hopefully you'll be able to find that in your Haggadah, either in the, in the contents or by just looking. When we do the 4 children, you should be able to find them, the 4 questions. And we will do some of that, that you'll find it for yourselves, and we can work on that. Does anybody have any requests for anything specific? Because I have not prepared that, and not everybody has their Haggadah, so I'm not going to ask to do that now because I wasn't sure about that. Anything else? Yes, Judy, Carlin.
So, did we go through most of the Amidah already?
We did some
right?
of it. We did not do all of it. We can do that. Okay, let me just ask a question also. Do most of you repeat it? Do it silently and then repeat, or do you do it just together and then finish silently? Input from you.
Well, it depends. It depends on which part of the service and which day of the week.
Okay, because the reason I asked that is, of course, it never hurts to learn any Hebrew. But if it's done only the first pages aloud and the rest silently, rather than repeating the whole thing, I wouldn't concentrate on the part that you do silently necessarily.
We do exactly what you said. We just do the first couple pages together, and then the rest is silently.
Okay, yeah, because we before COVID, BC, before COVID, we used to repeat both Amidot. So we do them silently, totally, and then repeat them out loud all together. And there are some like singing in it.
We did too, with the previous cantor.
Right.
So it depends who's also the cantor.
Of course, who's leading.
That is true.
And what happened with COVID, we didn't repeat either one because they wanted the service to go more quickly.
Because it was
and
all
not
on
together
Zoom,
so long. Not because it was on Zoom, because we did not do Zoom, actually, we did a live stream, but because they didn't want people to be in the room together as,
No, we did it
as short a time as possible. So, but now what we do is we usually repeat the first one and do not repeat the second one.
So
'cause
your
we see what
synagogue
time
doesn't have
is
it
at
on,
that point.
on Zoom at all? Your
Our synagogue,
just have
we do
services,
live stream, not Zoom.
oh, live
Oh, we
stream.
have a hybrid
Yeah,
on
live,
on
we
Shabbat.
do in
On Shabbat.
person. Oh, yeah, we do Zoom when it's not Shabbat or holidays. We do Zoom so
Okay.
that other
Right.
people can participate. For halachic reasons, our synagogue only does live stream on Shabbos and Yom Tov.
Okay. and
So
for our
people can
synagogue-
watch, but
Yes,
can't
it is
really
live stream.
participate.
It is,
What,
yeah, it is
what,
live
what
streamed
synagogue
on Shabbat.
Excuse me, yes, Arlene?
what
sorry.
synagogue? What
I
synagogue?
go to Bethel and New Rochelle. That's the synagogue I go to. And the one in Philadelphia that we were attached to, at Jeshurun, did actually do Zoom on Shabbos, and they even had people reading Torah from their houses.
Yeah,
We did.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Cindy.
That's what we've been doing. We have a conservative synagogue, we're also called Bethel, but we've been doing Zoom since COVID started.
Yeah, yeah.
We
I think
have-
we're going to continue to keep some kind of presence on the internet, whether it be Zoom or live stream
Oh,
forever,
yes.
because there are always
Yeah,
going to
with-
be people that can't come for whatever
Yeah.
reason without COVID even.
Well, that's what's happened. There's, you
Yeah,
know,
but-
especially our synagogue's an aging population, really aging.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Right,
Anyway.
we have a proportion that we know
They
are just not going to come back.
Yeah.
Services.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, they won't let people read from the Torah, but you can have an aliyah, but you cannot read from the Torah.
They do.
On the Zoom, there's no reading from the Torah. The Torah, you have to be present in that synagogue to get
Yeah.
that. be able to-
Well,
Well,
But you can get an aliyah on Zoom. You
but
can
they
get-
do. They do, Arlene.
we do.
Everything.
We
I
did.
have to say
Not the
that
Torah, the
we
Haftorah.
there are lots of different practices in different synagogues, and even within the conservative
Conservative
movement,
movement,
there are a
right.
lot of different practices. So I not critical of any of them, just it's different, and what works for one doesn't necessarily work for the other. And but bottom line is usually the rabbi is the one that controls what they do.
Yeah, the conservative rabbis didn't get together and make any Zoom rules.
If any, well, it was, we were all very, look, we were all caught off guard when this whole thing happened, obviously. And actually one of the things, and when we will get to Hebrew, the Committee on Jewish Law and Standards, CJLS, is the one that makes the decisions. People bring a question or an issue and they make decisions, but most of the decisions have a majority and a minority opinion, and you're allowed to take the minority opinion. So even though they've discussed it, there are different policies that some synagogue will use and another will not. So just that's what it is. Okay. All right. So if you want to do, let's do a little bit of the Amidah, because I don't think we certainly have not done it recently. And I'm going to ask you to find it. It can be either Shacharit or Musaf. The beginning is the same. What if you're going to look, I would suggest Musaf because it's where most people are there. And the Lev Shalem, I'm about to find it. After we return the Torah, and we're on page 185 in the Lev Shalem. If you're in the Slim Shalom, it's
156B. I have 156B as in boy.
Yes, good. Yes, 156, A or B. Good. Does that cover everybody? Because I also have the regular Sim Shalom. If anybody has that, and on that it's 430. Right after, shortly after the Torah service. Okay. Everybody find the page? I don't want to start before we're ready. On Rosh Chodesh, there's a special Amidah in the Musaf service that also includes Shabbat. In the Shacharit service, it's the Shabbat Amidah, which includes Rosh Chodesh. But that stuff we don't have to figure out because the people, when we're in services, they tell us what page. Okay, is everybody ready? Yes, no? Judy,
Yes.
Frank, are you ready? Cindy, do you have the page? A
Mhm.
page? Good. Okay, good. Okay, so in any of this Didorim, and it's written a little differently. In the Lev Shalem, it's in brackets, and the other one, it's just small letters. It's Kishem Adonai Ekra Havu Godel Eloheinu Adonai Sfatai Tiftach Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha, and that we say silently. And when you see people, and when you go back and forth, take 3 steps back and 3 steps forward, that's that's the part that you're saying at that point, and really preparation for the prayer. This is called the prayer. Sometimes you'll hear it referred to as that, or the Amidah, or the which means actually the standing prayer. Amud, stand. But this part is a preparation, and if you read the English, you can even see Sfatai is lips. Tiftach is open, to open my lips and my mouth to sing your praise. Okay. Tehilatecha, you can sort of see it in there. Hallel, praise. Okay. So I'm gonna do the one with the patriarchs and matriarchs. The B, if you have the Slim Shalom, is the matriarchs included. The A is not included, and the Lev Shalem, they have it on the same page but next to each other. And one says patriarchs and one says patriarchs and matriarchs. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech. I'm reading something else. I'm not looking. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu. We do not read the next word, so I'm not going to read it. Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora, El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot, Umevi Goel Livnei V'Nehem, Lama'an Shemo Ba'ahava. Okay. It sounds a little repetitious because it says that, it repeats every time. It doesn't say the God of and just lists all the matriarchs and patriarchs. It says each one. Part of it is it's a quote, but without the matriarchs, it is a quote. Plus, we learn that God is different for everybody. Everybody has a different relationship. And so the God of Abraham is not necessarily the God of Yitzchak or the God of Sarah. So I like that idea. So would anybody like to volunteer to read, Judy Carlin, since you suggested it?
Okay. All right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah El Gadol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Hasidim Tovim V'Konei Hakol Hakol the Zoher Hatzei Avot Umevi Goel Livnei V'Nechem La'aman Shemo Ba'achava.
Perfect. 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 just one other thing, and please do whatever your shul does. I'm not trying to cause any stir, but in general, what you do is for the Shacharit Amidah, if you're not repeating, you do this together, and then we're going to get to the Kedusha. We do that together, and then continue silently. And Musaf, and we have more of this before we get to the Kedusha also. In Musaf, you actually do not read with the reader. You're silent until the Kedusha, and then you're supposed to go back to the beginning when you do it silently. Does everybody understand what I said? But you do what the rabbi says. But in general, that's the ruling. So how you handle things. With Shacharit, you start together. With Musaf, you do not. You just go back to the very beginning, and the leader, whoever it is the one that starts and does the prayer until we get to the Kedusha. Okay, we're going to continue. But does anybody else want to read that, Arlene?
Baruch
And you can
atah
feel free to sing if anybody wants to sing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon
Good.
Gomel Hasdim Tovim Hasadim Tovim V'Koneh Hakol Vitzoher Hasdei Vot
Good.
Umevi Goel Livnei B'nehem Lema'an Shemo B'ahava.
Good. Perfect. Perfect.
A mouthful.
Yeah. Well, you keep saying the repetition. Sometimes it gets caught in your mouth. But good. Okay. If nobody else is volunteering, Cindy, would you like to
I'll
volunteer?
I'll volunteer.
Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov
Good.
Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Velohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor
Good.
V'hei Norah El Yon
Good.
Gomel Hasadim
Perfect.
Tovim Bekonei Hakol
Good.
Vizo Cher Haste Avot Umehi Goel Livnei Begay
No,
Ham.
it's a nun. A nun.
Right. Okay, sorry. Vinayham.
Good.
Lema'an.
Yeah.
Shemo. Behava.
Right, exactly. Well, no, Ahava. Ahava is a cosmetic company. And it's also love.
All right, okay.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna skip to the next page. We're gonna read a little bit more until we get to the Kedusha. Melech Ozer Ufoked Umoshia Umogain Baruch Ata Adonai Magain Abraham Ufoked Sarah Ata Gibor Lalam Adonai Mechaye Metim Atarav Lahoshia. Must say now at this time of year we do Mashiv Haruach Umarid Hagashem Mechal Kel Chaim Bechesed Mechaye Metim Barachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Bofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umkayem Emunato Lishene Afar Mi Chamocha Baal Gevurot Umido Malach Melech Memit Umchaye Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman Ata Lahachayot Metim Baruch Ata Adonai Mechaye HaMetim. Okay, this is also a prayer that we read, that we do, and fairly slowly when they sing it. So it's good because we can usually sing along when we do the Shacharit Amidah. Okay, so I have a volunteer that would like to read. Judi Frank, since you haven't read yet, would you like to read? But you have to unmute.
Yeah, I just, okay.
Yeah.
Melech Ozer Ufo
Umo.
Yufoked Umoshia Umagain Baruch Ata Adonai Magain Avraham Ufoked Sarah.
Good.
Did you want me to go on or?
Yep.
Okay.
As far as you want, but a little bit, at least a little bit more.
Ata Gibor Leolam Adonai Mekaye Mesim Ata Rav Lahoshia Meshiv Harucha
Ruach.
The
The only time you have the vowel before the consonant is in the at the end.
Umo read Hageshem Michal Kale Chaim Bechesed Mechaye Mesim Barachamim Rabim So make Noflim Rofe Cholim Umatir Asurim Umachayim Amunato Lishene Afor Mi Chamocha Baal Gavurot Umi Doma Love Melech Memis Umachaye Umasmiach Yeshua B'ne'aman Ata Lahachayot Mesim Baruch Ata Adonai Mechaye HaMesim.
Good. We say, just so you realize what you're reading, we don't talk a lot about what happens after we die in Judaism. Some Christians, think you're going to a better place, and it's a good thing when you die because you're going to a better place. We don't talk about it a lot, but we actually do believe in resurrection of the dead, and that's exactly what it says here. It says that you're going to bring the dead to life. Make team is dead. Okay, you're going to bring the dead back to life. So you don't have to concentrate on it, but you should at least know what we're reading. That we actually do believe that that's part of our dogma, as it were.
Judi, in regards to the Hebrew.
Yeah.
The differences are all the T's, S's, or only
sometimes when Judi Frank does it, when it doesn't have a dot in it, she reads it as an S. Generally speaking, in our synagogues today, in the conservative synagogues, Masorti synagogues, we do the Sephardic pronunciation, which says they're all pronounced as a T, whether they have a dot or not. But she's not wrong, and that's why I didn't correct her. I think I mentioned it last
With
week.
the dot-
She's not wrong, but it usually most of our synagogues, sometimes with the Torah ring it's different, but with the davening, it's usually everything is pronounced the T, not as an S. Does that
Okay.
make sense, Arlene?
Yeah, with the dot. pronounced as
Whether it
an
has a dot or not the dot. Judy will read it. If it has a dot, she'll read it as a T. But if it doesn't have a dot, Ashkenazic Hebrew is without the dot, it's pronounced as an S. But now we usually, because they adopted the Sephardic Hebrew in the state of Israel and is identifying with the state of Israel, we mostly in our synagogues use the Sephardic pronunciation, which says pronounces all of them as a T, whether it has a dot or not.
Okay.
Yeah, Cindy.
So I know we've discussed this, but I'm just forgetting
okay.
people.
Yeah.
When you start a word with what looks like a vav and a dot, but when
Yeah.
it starts the word, why isn't it vu versus it's always u, but why isn't it vu? Like,
You know, if you have the vav with the dot, it's always an u. It's never a vu, unless
Okay.
it has two dots underneath it. Unless it has whether it's in the word or not, whether it's the first letter or in the word. If it doesn't have any vowel underneath, it's just u.
okay.
Okay. If it
So it's like
doesn't have
starting
the
a word with a
shva
vowel.
underneath, if it doesn't have the shva underneath, it's always just the vowel, not the consonant.
Okay,
It's always u, whether it's first letter or in the word.
okay,
If we can see it anywhere else, we'll see. The only time that's at all different, the u is always the same. The only time we have it as a vo is when mitzvot, that word that it does. I don't know if it has the dots underneath, but you just have to know when it's mitzvot, it's mitzvot. It's the vowel and the consonant. But with the u, it's never a consonant if it doesn't have vowels, if it doesn't have the shva underneath.
okay.
It's just a vowel. Okay. Okay, and it is exactly the same as just with the vav. It's just because of grammar that's u instead of v. The same letter, same meaning. U and v. You know, u whatever it is, the word, or v whatever it is. It's has to do with the vowels before it, but it's exactly the same. It's a grammar thing.
Okay,
It doesn't mean anything different. Okay. Okay, do I have another volunteer, Arlene?
Yep. You got another volunteer, Arlene. Okay, we were starting at Melech. Melech,
Yes.
okay. Melech Ozer Ufo Cade Umoshia Umagain.
Good.
Barakata Adonai Magain Avraham Ufo Ked Sarah.
Good.
Ata Gibor Le'alam Adonai Mechaye Metim Ata Ra Lehoshia Michal
Right now, you should know if you're doing it, it's Mashiv HaRuach Umorida Gashav until Pesach, then we're going to change.
Mashiach Harua Umo Reed Hagashem Michal Chel Hayim Behesed Mehaye Metim Berachamim Ravim. So Mech Noflim Veruve Ha-Holim
Good.
Umatir Asurim Kayem Munato Lishene afar, Lishane afar.
Good.
Mi chamocha ba'el
Ba'al.
al gevorot umi domech la melech mi me meet chaye matz mi ach Yeshua.
Good.
Mi chamocha
No, you
ava.
don't read that. That says Shabbat Shuvah. That's only between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur.
I didn't write that down. V'ne'eman ota lecha lechachayot metim Baruch atah Adonai mechaye hametim.
Good.
Is that that's as far as we got, or
Yeah, that's as far as we go, because the next one, that's the next part is then we start the Kedusha.
okay?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Anybody else? Or we can move to the Kedusha. All right, we're gonna move to the Kedusha now. Na aritzacha v'nakdishcha kasod siach sarfei kodesh hamakdishim shimcha ba'kodesh kakatuv al nevi'echa v'kara ze el ze amar kadosh 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 Adonai tzvaot malochol haaretz kevodo kevodo malay olam Mishartav shoalim ze lazeh aye makom kavodo umatam baruch yameru baruch kavod Adonai mimkomo hu yifen barachamim v'yachon am hamachadim shemo erev b'voker b'chol yom tamid pa'amayim ba'ava shema omrim Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Hu Eloheinu, Hu Avinu, Hu Malkeinu, Hu Moshienu. Hu Yashmienu Barachamav Sheni Le'ene Kol Chai. Hiyot Lachem Le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Uvdivrei Kodshecha Katuv Lemor. Imloch Adonai La'olam. Elohayach Tzion, Vador, Vador, Hallelujah. Vador, Vador, Nagid, Godlecha, Ulenetzach, Netzachim, Kedushatecha, Nakdish, Shishivchacha, Eloheinu, Mipinu, Lo, Yamush, La'olam, Va'ed. Ki El Melech Gadol, V'kadosh Ata, Baruch Ata Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. And that is the Kedusha. The stuff, if you're in, I'm looking at this, let me look at the other book. Yeah, same thing in the Slim Shalom. The bold words are our response, the congregation's response. So we say when the leader will do it, the other part, and we will respond with the bold words, the bold phrases, sentences, whatever. Within the first paragraph where we do Ze La Ze El Zev Amar, we go to the left and right and middle. On the Kadosh Kadosh, we stand on our toes in imitation of the angels. We are supposed to have our feet together if you can. I'm a little knock-kneed, so it's hard for me. But it's imitation of the angels also with our feet together. You're not supposed to move during this, particularly during this for the Kedusha. That's most of the choreography for this prayer. Okay, and you only do the Kedusha when we have a minyan, as in any of the other Kaddishes. It's but the Chatzi Kaddish, the Kaddish Shalem, the Kaddish Yatom, the Kaddish Ramadan, it's only when you have a minyan. If you're davening at home without a minyan, You do the rest of the Amidah, but not the Kedusha. Okay. I need a volunteer. You don't have to read the whole page. You can stop wherever you like. I just figured I'd do the whole thing in one shot so you could hear what it sounded like. And this is also sung, speaking of singing. So anybody that feels that they want to sing, feel free, or read, whichever you like. Okay. Judi Frank, how about you, since you didn't read the last time? And you can read whatever you like, however far you want, inspired to read.
Naharisaha Vanach. I gotta fix the slide.
The simple K, the knock, the
Vin-
K sound.
What?
It's a simple K sound, the knock.
Vanach Kedusha Kesed.
Yeah, it's a knock, dishacha. You see the vowel at the end?
Wait a minute, which?
Na ritzacha, the knock, dishacha.
Oh, Nari. Sicha.
Yeah.
Chasto. Sicha. Serfe.
Good.
Kodesh. Hamachidash. Hamakadishim.
Amak dishim.
Shimcha. Bakodesh. Chakatuv. Al Yad Nifaka.
No,
Nif
sound it out if you have to.
Navi Echa
Perfect.
Bekara Ze Elze Va'amer
Mar.
Va'amar
Good.
Kadosh Adonai Sifa'od Malo Chal Haaretz Kavodo.
Good.
Bechodo Malay Olam Mishartov
Good.
Sha'olomim Ze Laze Aya Michom
Aye.
Aye Michom Bechodo
No, wait. After makom, what's the next word?
Kavodo
Perfect.
Lamatam Baruch.
Remember the dots underneath. Matam.
Oh, I missed. Okay,
Yeah.
Matam
Good.
Baruch Yomeru Baruch Kavod Adonai Mim Kamo
Good.
Mi Kamo Hu Yafen Barachamim V'yakon Am Hamayichadim
Now sound it out.
Ham Yachadim
Good.
Shemo Erev Yivokir
No, read sounded again.
Yivo
No yud anywhere there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Vavokir
Perfect. Thank you.
Bakal Yom Tamid Mayim
Good.
Va Shema Omrim
Good.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Hu
Good.
Eloheinu Hu Avinu Hu Malkeinu Hu Moshienu. Vahu Shem Yish.
No, there's a yud first.
Yisham Menu. Is that right? Yisham.
Yashmi Enu.
What is
You see it? Yashmi Enu.
Yash. Oh, Yash.
See it?
Yashmi Enu,
Good.
Barachamav, Shanit,
Good.
La'ene, Call, Adonai, Laho,
No. Cole what?
oh, I'm sorry. Chai,
Good. Good.
Lahoyot, Lachem, Lelohim,
Good.
Adonai, Ani Adonai Elohechem,
Good.
wait, Uvdvar,
No, look again.
you've,
Divrei.
what is it?
Uvdivrei. See it?
Uvdi
Good.
Ray, Kodesha,
No. Code.
Yaka, Kod Shaka,
Okay. Good.
Batov.
No. What's the first letter?
Bat-
What's the first letter?
Oh, it's a
Not a bit.
Chav. That's a Chav. I'm sorry.
Yes. It's okay.
Uh,
You're the first
like-
one, so we're learning now.
Chatuv,
Good.
Lamor,
Good.
Yimlok, Adonai, Leolam, Elohecha,
No.
Elohai, Yika. Is that right?
No. No at the end. Yeah, that's it. Ohio.
Yika. Sion, Lador, Vador, Hallelujah. See, the ones I know I can go.
Right.
Lador, Vador, Nigar,
Nah.
Nagid,
Good.
Budla.
No.
God,
Lador,
Lecha,
Vador, Nagid.
God Lecha, Unatzach, Neitzecha,
No, where's the chaf at the end?
Neitza,
Perfect.
Natsachim, Kedusha Techa, Nakdish,
Nakdish, exactly. That's it. Nakdish.
Bashim,
Yeah.
Bashim,
Don't make it harder than it is.
Bashif, Chaka,
Good.
Eloheinu, Mipinu, Lo, Yimush,
No, look at the vowel.
Yamush,
Perfect.
Lolam,
Good.
Va'ed, He, El, Melech, Gadol, V'Kadosh, Atah, Baruch, Atah, Adonai, Ha'el, HaGadosh. Baruch.
Perfect. That's it. Stop.
That's it. That's it. You're right. Yes. That's the end.
You want to keep going. That's it. That's
No.
the end.
That's the end. I saw that.
And that's the end. Exactly. Okay. Do I have another volunteer? This is important because this is something we do. Thank you. We do out loud. It's a lot of words that we see in other prayers as well. So it doesn't hurt to know how to do this one. Okay, but it's a lot together. So if you want to only read half, you can read half, but please feel free to do the whole thing. Judi Carlin.
Okay. Naritzha v'nakadishcha kasod. Shiha
No,
sharfet.
after kasod. After kasod.
Shiha.
No, that's ach.
Siha.
Ach. The
Siah.
only time the vowel comes before the consonant when it's at the end of a word and it's under the chet. It's siach.
The vowel before the consonant.
Right, but like usually like a C and K and Ka and Vo, but this is ach. The vowel
Si'ah.
comes first. Right.
Si'ah.
Good.
Okay. Si'ah, Sarfei, Kadesh.
No,
No.
look at the vowels. Remember, there's also vowels on top.
Kodesh, Kodesh,
Good.
Kodesh, Hamakdishim,
Good.
Shimacha, Kodesh.
Where's the dot? Blah, blah, blah. You're reading too well to be sloppy. Where's the dot?
Kodesh.
Shimcha. It's not simcha. It's Shimcha.
Shimcha.
Good.
Shimcha, Kodesh.
Good.
Hakatuv al yad bani echa. Karara, Vakara,
No.
Zel,
Good.
Vakara, Ze, El Ze, Yamar.
Good.
Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Siva, O, Malo, Kol, Haaretz, Kavodo.
Good.
Kavodo, Malay, Olam, Masha'atav, Sha'alim, Ze, Leze, Laze. Aye, Makom, Kavodo. La Umatam, Baruch, Yomeru. Baruch, Kavod, Adonai, Mimakomo.
Good.
Mimakomo, Hu, Yafen, Barahamim, Vayahon, Hamayahandim, Shmo, Erev. Vakodesh, Vakodesh.
No. After Erev.
Vavo Ker.
Okay, just to wipe up 1 second since I stopped you anyway. Erev Avoker. You'll see it in other places too. It's night and morning.
Oh,
And
Erev
it's in other
Yavoker.
prayers too. Okay.
Erev
Vavoker.
Vavoker. Ahol Yom Tamid. Pa'amim.
No.
Pa'amayim.
Good.
Pa'amayim. Ba'ahaveh.
No.
Shema.
Ahava. This is where it does make a difference when you use the vowels. Sometimes it's the same word anyway, but ahava is the word, not ahava.
Yes. Ba'ahava. Ba'ahava. Shema Amarim. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Good.
Hu Eloheinu, Hu Avinu, Hu Malkeinu, Hu Moshienu, Hu Ya'atmeinu, Hu Mashemi'enu, Barahamar, Sheni La'ene Kol Ha Lachiyot, Lachayot, Lachem,
Hayot. It's a hey. The hayot.
Li Hayot, Lachem, Le Lohim.
Good.
Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Good.
Uvadivrei Kadosha Katuv Lemor. Yimlo Adonai La'olam Elohayim. Sion
What?
Vador
Hello, hi,
Vidor.
what? I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
Elohayim. Elohayich. No.
Good.
Elohayich.
Ich. Oh, hi.
Elohayich. Elohayich. Sion
Yes.
Vador. Hallelujah.
Good.
Vador Nagid Golecha. Ulanetza Natsahim. Vedushata Nakadish. Veshiva Chai. No?
Yeah.
Nakadish.
Naftish. It's not sounded actually.
Nakdish.
Good.
Nakdish. Veshiva Ha. Eloheinu Nifinu Lo Yamush Leolam Va'ed Ki El Melech Gadol Vakadosh Ata Baruch Ata Adonai Va'el Hakadosh.
Perfect. Good.
Oh
Lovely.
boy.
That's it. Done, 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 done.
You
You
know
have
what, I
to
just
read
wanted
English
to,
as well as Hebrew. If you look at the English, it'll say Shabbat Shuvah. And then
Yeah,
actually in the
yes.
split shalom, it says it in Hebrew, Shabbat
you know what,
Shuvah.
I just want to make a comment. Sometimes it's like when you've said some of what the English translation was, it makes it so much easier to, not the English, but like picking out the words by itself.
Right. It helps. It
Sometimes it
makes
makes it
sense
easier to
more.
understand exactly what we're reading. That's all.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's why I
And-
try
and-
to do it a little bit. I try not
Yeah, I
to do it too much.
appreciated that because, you know,
Then
you
it makes
don't
sense,
always see
especially if
it.
something we're familiar with. Like
yeah.
we've heard Erev Avoker in other places.
Right, right.
And
And,
it
you
makes
know,
sense.
yeah, so I appreciate that. And
Good. Thank you. I thank you.
Nicole,
Good to
Yom,
get
and you know,
feedback, 'cause
that's, you
sometimes
know,
you're
what,
not sure whether you're doing the right thing or not. So
no,
thank you.
no, I do appreciate that so much.
Thank you.
it sounds nothing like when we're reciting in synagogue.
Right, right. But then when you start picking out the words individually, then you realize what
Right.
you're really
What
saying.
you're reading.
Because
Exactly.
otherwise you're
I-
just like
I-
reading, you
We
know,
all know what, so do we know what Lador Vador is?
generation to generation.
to generation.
Good, because that's also something we hear a lot, Lador Vador. And
Yeah.
actually this can be sung.
Right, that song
One
is
of the
sung.
tunes is Lador Vador, Lador
Vador,
Vador.
Yeah, we usually
Vador,
sing it.
Lador Nagid Go Vacha.
Oh,
Okay, so that's one of the tunes. It's not the one we always use, but it's one of the ones you can use.
right.
It keeps
We
repeating
use that
Lador
one
Vador.
sometimes.
Okay.
But see, you know what? We sing the second line and I don't even know, you know, now I'm reading it here, what it is.
All right.
Well,
That's
that's
true.
good. Then it'll mean more when you go back to when you sing it and you see and now you
Right.
see it and you've done it. So that's the
Right.
point that we're trying to reinforce and make it easier for you.
Yeah,
When
no,
you're-
I really like that part. So,
Good, 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 good. I'm very happy.
Mm,
I'm enjoying
thank you.
all of
So
this.
the more you,
Thank you.
you know, you bring that, the more you do it,
Thank
the
you.
more.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you.
Good.
Can we do this again next week once or twice?
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I think this is important because this is something we do often, and we're usually in shul for it, and you sing it, so it's nice to be able to participate with this.
So you're
What
gonna
is
do
Yom?
Are you gonna do Passover the next week?
Yeah, after we do this, I think I don't want to say the fact because I've done absolutely nothing that we do not have a lot of
Right.
time between now and Passover. It's not many weeks actually. It's a month
know,
between
I
Purim
know.
And
and
I'm not gonna be
Passover.
here the 2 weeks after that, so I'm gonna. miss
Okay,
out.
so are you going something fun? I hope, Judy.
Yeah, you know what? We're going to Costa Rica celebrating. my
Oh, very
husband's-
nice.
My husband's having a
Nice.
special birthday, so we're gonna.
Are you
Very
doing
nice.
a
so-
group or just the two of you?
And well, it's part of a tour, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it's part of Oats.
How long are you going for, Judy?
Well, we'll be gone 13 days.
Wonderful.
So we'll come
Lovely.
back-
Enjoy.
We
I
come
mean,
back
if you
April
feel
1st. So I
If you
gotta,
feel inspired, you can always listen to the tape, to the recording.
oh,
but,
okay. Where do I
you know,
find the
just-
record? Where do I find the recording then?
I had sent it. If you go onto it's on the Women's League website, and I think you should be able to find it fairly easily.
Oh,
if you
okay.
can't,
okay.
If you can't, let me know. I had sent it in one of my missives that I send out a few weeks ago, months ago. I don't remember when it was, but
Okay.
since
Oh.
you've been in the class. Anyway, I think we
Maybe you
scared
can,
away
you know,
our
send it
newest,
again or
newer
something.
member that didn't come back today. I have to write to people.
Can you send it again and just say this is the recording?
Sure.
So
Yeah.
is everybody coming to convention?
I
And for
hope
me,
so.
it's very-
but I'm not getting Arlene. Cindy, not getting you either. Judy Carlin.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
decided
Okay.
to come.
So
But I-
our class will at least be represented. But we're sorry that you're not all going to be there, but we will be represented.
Well, for me, it's easy this year
For me, it's not so easy, but it's
because I live in
something.
Chicago area,
Yeah.
so,
You don't even
Oh,
you don't have
yeah,
to fly
right.
anywhere.
right,
But
right.
it's
So
just
that's,
fun to get together with people and get to
that's
know them a
nice. And
little
it's
bit.
a nice area, Schaumburg, you know, if you've
Yeah.
never been there.
Yeah,
Oh,
not okay. So not in a box.
you.
So yes,
So
Cindy,
Judy, what,
you look like questioning. Yes.
Judy, Carlin, what verse do you have there? I would love to go, but I'm not able to. What from,
I have verse 18.
wonderful, that's.
Oh,
such
you have
good
a partners?
It's a very simple verse because
it's
I decided
odd,
at the last
right?
moment I was going to come. I hadn't, all this time, I
Nice.
hadn't really thought I was
Well,
coming.
we're
but
glad. We're glad for those that are coming.
Yeah.
And we will miss obviously the people that don't come.
Yeah.
Yeah, just you know what? It doesn't have to be a big part. It gives you a
No.
connection. We had
Yeah.
with our Megillah reading, we had teens read most of the Megillah. Our cantor filled in, but we had some teens that read one sentence and some that read two sentences, but they were participating and connected, and it connects all of us. So please, you know,
We-
it's important to participate. I
Yeah, it
just
was
have to tell you that
amazing.
I have practiced. I'm doing the Kiddush tomorrow at Sister Shabbat. I have practiced dozens of times, and I still
Really?
have
Right.
dozens more to practice. So,
I gotta go. We're packing Hamantashen this morning, so.
Oh, fun.
We
Yeah,
have,
we did that.
we
in
have
our
a
temple.
Purim
We did
spiel
that.
at our synagogue. It's a huge fundraiser. We had it last weekend and this weekend. And totally it attracts like over 1,000 people. So
nice,
we give away Hamantashen at the end.
very nice.
So we're gonna
Good.
put them in
Wow.
plastic bags so people aren't.
Terrific,
Right.
terrific. All
So I
right.
gotta
So,
go.
anybody else? Any comments? Since it's 11:03, I don't want to
I'll
keep
see
you
you
any
next week,
longer.
everybody. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good
So,
job. Good
anyway, so
Good
we will do
Shabbos. Good
just
Shabbos.
for Arlene. And I have said, please, 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 if anybody wants to do anything in particular, let me know, and we will do it. We will do the Kedusha before we start the Haggadah. But please bring your Haggadot. I will be sending out a message, but bring your Haggadot for next week also.